Right, okay. Okay, Sean, Kate. We're not going to go and see this film in the cinema. This is the second trailer for Fantastic Beasts.
Secrets of Dumbledore.
3?
Yeah.
3, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not going to go and see this in the cinema. No. But, you know, it's the next chapter, I suppose you would want to call it, in the Harry Potter universe.
Yeah, it's basically a universe now, isn't it? They're expanding it.
Yeah, pretty much every franchise now is a universe. Yeah, and we're just going to watch through, see what we can come up with, see what crazy theories we can come up with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's just watch.
Memory is everything. Without it, we are blind. Without it, we leave the fate of our world to chance.
Okay, Michael Gambon. It's good to see you again.
I'm sorry to disturb you, Albus, but I've just received troubling news.
Tell me, what is it?
It's Grindelwald.
The time is closed, my brothers and sisters.
Our war with the Muggles begins today!
Oh, Mads, I feel sorry for you.
Coming undone. If we're to defeat him, you'll have to trust me.
Mr. Kowalski, we need you.
I said I want an out on that one out.
You do know I'm a witch, right?
Why should I give you something, Jacob?
This
Good.
is the team that's going to take down the most dangerous wizard in the century. Who wouldn't like our chances?
No one can know everything, not even you.
What?
What you're doing is madness. With or without you, I'll burn down their world.
Jeez.
Dangerous times favor dangerous men.
If by tea time all of us are still alive, you should consider our efforts a success, Mr. Kowalski.
My pleasure.
Do you really intend to turn your back on your own kind? It was you who said we could reshape the world.
Even if we make mistakes,
Oh.
we can try to make things right.
What is happening?
I have no idea. So,
We're gonna need some help.
ooh.
Nothing you can do to stop me.
What happened to the 2 American people?
Things are not quite what they appear.
Okay.
I trust you're enjoying your wand, Mr. Kowalski.
Oh, there she is. There's one of them.
Can I keep this?
I'm Dumbledore, and I laugh.
What? I was just so confused by that
I know,
trailer.
it's so weird.
The visuals are beautiful though. Like the look of it is just.
Yeah, it looks pretty. I still feel sorry for Mads Mikkelson.
He's such a good actor, and he's probably going to be amazing in this movie.
He is. It's a shame. Yeah. So it's weird. It's weird. It's weird.
I'm just curious to know. I assume the big fight in this is going to be between Credence and Dumbledore.
Yeah.
Because as of right now, we assume Dumbledore hasn't broken the
blood pact.
The blood pact he made with Grindelwald. Even though it seemed like he was fighting Grindelwald later on.
Yeah. I'll try and find that picture while you're talking. Keep talking.
So I assume that's going to be the big focus in this movie is going to be Credence, because I don't see him remaining a Dumbledore.
No, I think they're going to try and retcon that, because that was one of the worst things about the second film, was that
it wouldn't make sense.
Doesn't make sense at all for him.
It wouldn't work in the timeline. Like it just
No.
wouldn't make sense.
One of the things there was like, all will be revealed or something like that, or things aren't always what they seem, or something.
Yeah.
Dumbledore says that at some point there, and it
At
makes
the
it
end,
seem
he did,
like
yeah.
they're going to try and retcon that idea, which they need to, because it doesn't make any sense.
The idea that Grindelwald was lying to him as a way to get Credence to fight Dumbledore isn't terrible, but I feel like they should have hinted at it in the last movie.
Yeah.
Credence, like, his conversation, like, could have just had a conversation with Queenie, kind of being like,
Yeah.
why did you lie to him or something? It's just something, you know.
Yeah. I also am worried about how they're gonna explain why it looks different.
Do you think they will, or do you think they'll just
They might just completely
ignore
not
it.
address it. You know.
just have him?
But I think that would be silly. Fans aren't stupid. You know, at least a little sort of throwaway line
Yeah.
would be nice.
It looks like Queenie's going to be in it. We see Queenie in that bit where Jacob was like summoning the cloud.
Yeah.
But
The other one isn't.
yeah, what was her name
I've
again?
completely forgotten it.
Oh, God, that's going to bug me now.
She's got a silly name, I know that. Got a silly 1920s American name.
That's so going to bug me if I can't think of it. Tina.
Yes.
Tina.
Pope and Tina.
Tina.
Or Tina. Yeah, so it's...
We haven't seen. Well, at least I haven't seen her in this trailer. So
She hasn't been in this trailer or the last trailer. She wasn't in either of them.
okay. And who
Uh,
is that other woman? There's just another woman that I've never seen before.
The one who sort of follows...
The one that gets Jacob.
Yeah,
Like, who is she?
no idea.
I can't remember seeing her in the previous two movies.
She's not been in any of the other movies. Unless it's like a recast, like... President, or whatever she was called.
No. Wouldn't do that.
What?
What, the president? Would you mean the American president?
Yeah. They wouldn't recast a character. Are you really going to say that?
Yeah. No.
Really?
It just wouldn't make sense. I know what you're saying, but why?
Literally,
it's a different situation.
He's the main character.
I know, but it's a
of
different
this thing.
situation. So he's in there.
Is this meant to be McGonagall here?
Yeah.
Is that her?
Received troubling news.
Tell me, what is it?
It's Grindelwald.
It's Grindelwald.
So is that Durmstrang he's at, or is that or is that just the castle at the end of the second movie?
Might just be his castle. You would think there would be like a big crater here somewhere that Credence blew a hole out of, but I think that's what. I don't think it's Durmstrang.
Right.
I think we see Durmstrang later on. Oh, Mads Mikkelson, you're one of my favourites.
I hope Tina is in this, because the way the second one ended set up for a big thing between Tina and Queenie. Why wouldn't Tina go after her sister if she just left? You know?
It seemed
This... my brothers and sisters. Our war with the Muggles begins.
I initially thought that was Durmstrang, but I don't think it is.
No, I don't think it is.
It's got a nice scarf on. So while I do think this film is going to focus a lot more on Grindelwald and Dumbledore's relationship,
Yeah.
I think Credence is just a side character in this film. It looks like he's just a complete side character.
He was kind of that in the second film, though, and in the first film.
Oh, true.
He's just.
I think he definitely needs to be not.
He's kind of like the underlying threat that everyone's after, isn't he? That was what he was.
We see him later on destroying some stuff.
I'm sure in the first teaser or the first trailer, we
What's
see him
that
fighting
logo?
Dumbledore.
Yeah. What's that logo? That's the Deathly Hallows. Well,
That's not the Deathly Hallows.
I know the whole thing isn't the Deathly Hallows, but there's a triangle, line, circle. So the Deathly Hallows is in there. It might be something like he's pretending that he's someone else, that he's not Grindelwald. Because the logo for Grindelwald, is his marker is the Deathly Hallows sign, isn't it? That's what he uses for his sort of symbol. So this might be like the new symbol for the person he's pretending to be, but because he's sort of sneaky and whatever, and so all his other followers know who he is, it's actually still got the Deathly Hallows in it.
The world as we know it is coming undone.
Got the other one.
So that's that. He was in the second movie, wasn't he? That
Was he Little Lestrange's stepbrother or something?
Yeah, something like that.
That's Credence, isn't it? That's not obscurial.
Yeah, that's Credence.
Trust me.
Mr. Kowalski, we need you.
I said I want an out and I want out.
You
So-
do know I'm a witch, right?
So why does he want? Did he want out because of Queenie? Is that
I
why he
assume
wants out?
so.
Dumbledore asked that I give you something, Jacob.
I don't like that she just, she's essentially terrorizing a Muggle. I know it's sort of like they need him, blah 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 blah, but
Why do they need him? Is it because of Queenie? Is he going to be like their way of trying to convince Queenie to
who knows?
rethink her choices or something?
Who knows? But I could say for one thing for certain, that is the most hideous wand I think I've ever seen.
I'm curious to know how that's going to work, because you can't just give a Muggle a wand and they're able to use it. They got
Like literally, that is the most hideous wand I think I've ever seen. It's hideous.
well,
Bellatrix's wand is better than that. Hers is just a long finger. Ugh. Yeah, that's awful.
But yeah,
It's no other wand.
I know you're looking at the one, but I'm thinking about surely there's got to be something. There's some kind of explanation. Because a Muggle can't just use a wand.
I don't know. I don't know.
I hope they explain that at least.
Why is he still carrying his frying pan? Oh god. This is going to be a comedy film, isn't it? Oh god. I hate it when studios try and force comedy. I hate it.
This is the team that's going to take down the most dangerous wizard.
Like, I genuinely, and I'm not saying this to be nasty or anything, I genuinely did not like him in the first film.
You didn't.
Nope. Hated him. Hated the character. Second film wasn't too bad, but I think that was just because I'd gotten used to it from the first film. And I can feel because I already dislike this film because of what it did to Johnny Depp. I feel like I'm probably going to dislike him again.
I thought it was alright. He was kind of just like he was the humorous character, wasn't he? Because Newt was kind of like the awkward character.
He's the character that, the film doesn't need.
Most dangerous wizard in the century. Who wouldn't like?
Queenie. Looks like...
So he joins him.
Must do.
My God, Jones.
What's he called? Is he called Thaddeus or Theseus?
Theseus, I think, yeah.
Do you know?
No.
Nope. This is going to be impossible. Was it? Do you know where his...
Kuff.
No one can know everything.
Who's this? Who's she? Is it something like, who is he?
I assume they've probably blocked a bunch of it out, so we can't see what it is.
Yeah. This is Aberforth, isn't it?
No one can know everything. Not even you.
So
I assume
who's
that's
she?
his assistant from the second movie, potentially.
Oh, yeah. What's the crack with the snitch? Have I forgotten the crack with the snitch? Did something happen with the snitch in the last film?
I mean, he had a snitch.
Did he?
Yeah.
What you're doing is madness.
Well, that doesn't really look like the Deathly Hallows there, like. Although that's the Elder Wand. That line is the Elder Wand.
I mean, maybe you're looking too much into it, but I do see what you're saying.
That line is definitely the Elder Wand.
Yeah, I know, but maybe it's not directly linked with him. Maybe it's like a community of Muggle hating witches and wizards or something. And he's trying to use them to like strengthen his numbers.
He's becoming famous by the looks of it.
With or without you, I'll burn down their world.
That's cool. The thing is, though, the thing that Johnny Depp was so... I think he's a lot more menacing than Johnny Depp. I think Mads Mikkelson can pull a face that's a lot more menacing than what Johnny Depp was. But the best thing about Johnny Depp was how like charismatic he was. And I'm not saying that Mads Mikkelson isn't charismatic, but you've got Voldemort, who was just more powerful than everyone. He doesn't need charisma because he's more powerful than everyone. Grindelwald isn't that kind of leader. Yes, he is technically more powerful than pretty much every wizard bar Dumbledore.
Yeah.
But it's his charisma that wins people over, not their fear of his power.
Yeah, I think Johnny Depp, it was more like
There wasn't a focus
calm,
on
and it was very like.
Yeah, there wasn't a focus
particular.
on his power. And I'm not saying that he's not charismatic, because Mads Mikkelsen's one of my favourite actors, and I do know that he can play a charismatic leader, but it looks almost like they're trying to move away from the charisma that made Grindelwald such an interesting character in the first two films. Probably the most interesting character in the first two movies.
Well, Mads Mikkelsen couldn't have come in and try to be Johnny Depp. It was never going to work. He had to come in and try and have his own twist on it. I don't hate it. Like I say, I think he's probably going to be brilliant in it. He's an incredible actor, but it's just
It's a shame it's
dodgy
been tainted.
circumstances.
Indeed.
Without you, I'll burn down their world.
That's awesome. Do you know what'll happen at the end of this film? Guarantee you. You know that bit where we see them holding each other with the wands? That'll be the last scene of the film.
But do you think he'll just break the blood pact and then...
I think he'll have just done it, like literally, and then 30 seconds later there's like smoke, or there's something, and Grindelwald arrives, or he turns around and he's standing at the other end of the road, and they're looking at each other, and they're all ominous, and then it just sort of starts and it kicks off, and then sort of stop and freeze, and then it's like, and then it ends there. Do you know what I mean? I can just see it. I like this though.
There are going to be another 2 movies though after this one.
Yeah, that's true.
So I'd be surprised if he
Dangerous time.
Yeah.
fights him in this.
Oh, I love Mads Mikkelsen as well.
Favor dangerous men.
So who's...
If by tea time, all of us are still alive, you should consider our efforts a success.
What is this? This is a portkey, I assume.
Yeah. Looks like the room of requirement.
Yeah.
Didn't they say that in the last trailer?
Yeah. He did, yeah. He said it's like...
He said something like, if we require something, there's only one room we can go to.
I think he just said it's the room we require or something.
Ah, yeah.
Mr. Kowalski.
My pleasure.
Yeah, it looks like a portkey. But it's interesting that the line later on says everything isn't always as it seems, or something like that, and it shows you a picture of the.
You see Dumbledore and you see the Phoenix, don't you?
Do you really intend to turn your back on you?
Is he there holding the Elder Wand?
No.
It looks like it. No, it's not, is it?
He doesn't get the Elder Wand until he beats...
Yes, I know, but I was just
I know
extemporizing.
what you're saying. I know what you're
Do you
saying.
intend to turn your back on your own kind?
Is that the Illuminator?
Looks like it, doesn't it?
Kind. It was you who said we could reshape the world.
That bit's good. I like that bit.
I feel like this whole scene is just going to be them like going over their past.
Yeah. But what's good about this, and I said it when we watched the last trailer, is that he's making it clear that it was Dumbledore's plan. What he's doing here is Dumbledore's plan.
Said we could reshape the world.
I feel like it's also going to be a little bit like Heat. Like they're only going to meet like twice in this film. Like Dumbledore and Grindelwald will only see each other twice. Once that bit where he essentially threatens them, and the bit at the end where they sort of come face to face.
Yeah, I feel like Dumbledore's probably going to actively avoid him if he can.
Yeah.
Even if we make mistakes.
But it also seems like Credence is completely out of his depth against Albus. Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's never like... I feel like when he's like in his obscurial form, as I call it, when he's like being all like destructive, that's a different ballpark. But when he's using a wand, he's never really...
He's not going to be able to stand...
He hasn't like learned for as long as Dumbledore has. He's not.
Which is right. It's right, really.
Well, obviously, he's powerful, so he has that in his corner. But
yeah, who's this? Isn't Matt Smith supposed to be in it? Oh no. No, he's not.
We can try to make things right.
Pick it.
This is the part where I'm kind of like, this is a bit madness.
We're gonna need some help.
Lol. That is Newt, isn't it? Yeah.
Does that not look like the same kind of
Yeah.
back? Like maybe. Oh, actually, it might just be like in a shield.
There's nothing you can do.
It does look like those people there, though, are standing in a similar thing.
So why is he now on Grindelwald's side? I assume he probably persuades him into it, but
Probably something to do with Lita.
that's the thing. He killed Lita. I know he didn't really seem to care much about her, but he still killed.
I don't know.
And he's also got Credence on his side, who he wanted to kill. I know he didn't end up being a Lestrange, but he still spent all that time trying to kill him.
Yeah. It might be the Imperious guys.
Never stop me.
There's some ominous looking fellows. These with
Yeah, he was in the second one. That one.
was he him?
Yeah.
Was he?
He was the one. Wasn't he the one that got his tongue cut out
Someone got the tongue cut out.
at the beginning of the second movie? Grindelwald pretended to be him, and he had his tongue. Do you remember? He had like his tongue cut out or something.
Oh,
The
you mean
actual guy.
The one that helped him escape.
Yeah.
No,
Did
that's
not
not
have
him.
is that not him? I thought that was.
He had black hair. That guy.
I mean,
No,
a
it's not
change
him.
of hair is natural in movies, Sean. Hour.
Not him. I thought these were like. I didn't think these were with Grindelwald. I thought they was like auras or something.
Maybe I just saw that.
Look, he's got a tweed jacket on.
Yeah, but they're all wearing fedoras.
There's obviously some kind of battle that goes on there. And what the hell is this thing now? It's just a giant scorpion.
Yeah.
Do you reckon that's going to end up being Fawkes?
It changed, didn't it? Did it de-age? Watch it. Just watch the thing's face. Watch Fawkes' face.
Things are not quite what they appear.
Just opened his mouth.
It didn't, man.
It did.
Oh yeah, it did.
He just opened his mouth, that's all. But do you think that's going to end up being Fawkes?
Probably. I noticed Nagini's nowhere to be seen here as well. That's another thing they're probably just going to retcon. Because it's dumb.
I trust you're enjoying your wand, Mr. Kowalski.
I'd say this is all a bit silly.
Can I keep this?
Yeah, that's just a little bit too silly for me. Like,
I don't know. I'll probably enjoy it, but I'm just confused. I feel like there's a few things from the second one. I think because the second one had a few like plot holes.
yeah, some massive.
To the point where I'm kind of like, oh, I'm in this movie. It's like, yeah, it's a good movie, but are they going to address this? Are they like McGonagall shouldn't be here? Shouldn't be teaching.
Nope.
Should she even be alive?
Nope.
You know, Credence somehow being able to be a Dumbledore.
Yep.
Doesn't, especially not only a Dumbledore, but Dumbledore's Albus's brother.
Yep.
Which doesn't make sense. The whole thing with Nagini is a bit weird.
It did the classic Hobbit thing where it tried to add things in so people would go, ah, that's from Harry Potter. But really, you don't need to do that. Put an Easter egg in, mention something, that's absolutely fine.
But just having Dumbledore in is...
You don't need to have so many black and white spoon-fed connections to make a film. Like Nagini, that's all Nagini ever was. Just a silly thought-up thing where they probably thought, oh yeah, it was cool, but it wasn't, it was dumb. The McGonagall thing was another one. It's like, literally all you have to do is go on Wikipedia and you can find out that that's not a good idea. Was no one sitting there going, was she definitely the right age? Or were they all just too busy going, oh yeah, it's Harry Potter, no one will care.
McGonagall, yeah, like she was even there. She even showed you there when like Lita was training, and it's like, how old is McGonagall?
Yeah,
she's not the same
She's
age as
not that
Dumbledore.
old, no.
Like,
Nope.
I don't know.
And it's yeah. This is when these mistakes get made where I kind of sit there and I go, well, was no one telling you? Was no one's job to just sit there and go, right, okay, maybe let's research whether that's a good idea or not? Because the Harry Potter books are written so that, they've got loads of extended lore that you can read into and stuff like that. Fans know things like this. And the fans are the ones that you want to make sure enjoy it.
Yeah. That's the thing for me, and it's just like I'm like, I think they'll probably, but I hope they address the Grindelwald change.
Yeah.
I feel like that, while it's a big deal in a different way, I feel like they can address that and make it make sense. But yeah, the McGonagall thing, I'm a bit like, how are you gonna navigate your way around that? Because you can't just change.
Yeah. They'll just kill her off.
You can't just change the.
They'll just kill her off.
Like, you can't just change it, can you? And like,
no.
Nagini, like, I assume, well, we haven't seen her, so I assume she's not in it. Tina,
yeah, she'll probably be a snake now. She's probably just, she's a snake.
A full snake.
Yeah.
Yeah, like decades before Voldemort's even alive. Just
silliness.
But is Tina really not going to be in it, despite the whole arc of the second movie?
They'll probably make like they'll probably reference her. She probably didn't want to make this film, or she probably wasn't. There's probably scheduling, work permits and stuff, whatever the term is. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And they'll probably just go, oh yeah, she's in America doing this, and then not have any of this take place in America, where she would be anywhere near them.
It's just, considering the second movie, like the whole second movie, like the storyline with her and Newt.
Yeah.
And then the whole Queenie thing, it's like you'd think, and the fact that she was like wanting to protect Credence, you'd think she would be a bigger part in it than what she seems to be. Because I mean, she doesn't even look like she's in it.
Yeah. Anyway, that was us reacting to the Secrets of Dumbledore second trailer. When's it coming out? April. It literally says right in front of my face.
Yep.
Let us know what you think down in the comments. What do you think of all the topics that we've spoken about? Like the video, subscribe, ding the bell to be notified when we upload. We upload every weekday. Anything else you want to say?
I hope this movie's good.
Yeah.
I do hope it's good for Mads Mikkelsen's sake.
I hope it's good, but I also hope that it makes no money.
Well, I feel like everyone is in that boat, aren't they? They're just going to boycott it, but...
Yeah. Well, my mother and my big sister aren't boycotting it.
Yeah.
They shall have to be punished accordingly.
Well, it's, again, for Mads Mikkelsen's sake.
Yeah,
I want it
to be. That's the sort of fence I'm caught on. I want it to be successful because I like Mads Mikkelsen, but I don't want it to be successful because of what this company did to Johnny Depp. Was actually the worst one out of them all was what Disney did, taking him out of Pirates of the Caribbean. That's the bad one, because that was like his absolute favourite. He loved doing that. That's the worst one. But this one, this is the studio that had Aquaman on its books, and they're keeping her on and getting rid of him. That's why I think of this one as such a big one. Actually, Disney are keeping Are Disney in charge of? I don't know.
In charge of what?
I think I'm correct. Never mind. Yeah. I hope it's good, but I'm not going to see it in the cinema. Thank you for watching.
I need to know.